been around and know what I'm saying. So it's not a fan base, man. You know, look at club. You know what I mean? You either with it or you're not with it.
Here's to the story. And big up yours, big up the pub. I'm not sure why a lot of people decide that they are sitting down in this life knowing that the success of their children will one day be down to their benefit. Because of course, they have sat down and decided that the more successful their children are, the more likely they are to have a very wonderful life themselves. Your children are not your pension plan. I don't know how many times you've heard it, but I come to tell you again. I tell you why. Because you've decided in becoming a parent that you're going to provide all the fundamentals, all the infrastructure, all the foundation things for this child to one day become somebody successful or meaningful, relevant, potent and with potential to the development of themselves and the society at large. And they too will one day become parents and the cycle continues. So, what reason would you have for believing that after they've spent all this time maximizing the foundation that you've established for them, that their number one duty in life is not to one day take care of their children, is not to one day take care of their boyfriends or girlfriends, husbands or wives. No, their duty is to turn around and make sure that your life is first and foremost as comfortable as you need it to be. So, ultimately what would then happen is that their decision to buy a house would not be about theirs in the first place. It would be about yours. Their decision to invest their money in certain things for their future would not be a good idea because yours would take precedence over theirs. It would not be a good idea for them to decide that, okay, they're going to take on a wife or take on a husband and build life together. No, because in doing that, it means they need to first consider exactly what it is that you need. Now, we're not talking about whether or not, as a parent, you need a certain kind of care. But let's be realistic. You've spent all these years of your life, whether they're good years, they're bad years, whether or not them coming like, you hear this pun now, good year like the factory, where they locked down and it just barren, and now something great and different is on it, good. Maybe, just like Goodyear, you can see that your life was just like the factory. Going on good, went barren, great. And down the road, eventually, your children became like the new urban center. Something new popped up, much better looking, much more potential, great. Should we decide then that we're going to cut half of that, or 75% of that, or 80% of that, to make sure that you, as the parent, now end up absolutely and totally good to go? Yes, they must have gratitude. Yes, they're supposed to be able to turn around and make sure say, okay. But here's a question. Can you just imagine for a minute that your child now has a mortgage to pay, now has 2 children in school, one in high school, one in prep school, and a wife who going to probably university and becoming something greater, and you then turn around and say, here what happened now. I need to be able to live this life, I need to be able to do these things, I need to be able to that and that. And all of a sudden, all these plans need to be put on hold, primarily because the duty is to you, because every day you look for your pitney and tell your pitney, say, remember, say, you are my pension. And you're always expected to be put above his wife or her husband, his children or her children, who are incidentally your grandchildren, everything in life must come after you. No, man. You have a duty to try and make sure that them can go make life for themselves. And in making life for themselves, them turn around and make life for their children. And the cycle continues. If it is that they are your pension plan, what ultimately happens is that they will have their life in limbo, making sure to do the reversion. Yeah, hear the word? Reversion. They might revert to making sure that you are right until the day you leave this earth. And then them can get up and decide that they want to make life for themselves. That's not what you did set them up in life to become. You set them up in life to become the best them can be. And the best them can be means the better they are, the better able they are to provide. You did something great that your parents were not able to do for you. You were able to do more for your children than was done for you. Your children will one day do better for their children, and that's the kind of cycle you want. Your pension is yours. You go set it up. And however it end up, it end up. If you need help, so will be the case. But you cannot sit down and decide. So the reason you want them to become the best them can be is because they're going to have a duty for the rest of them life to turn around and take care of you. No. So that you can now go sit down and cock up your foot and relax on the back of your children. Every dollar they must spend in their life now is to make sure that you're comfortable. Yes, mama and papa deserve to be comfortable, especially if you can afford it. But mama and papa must remember their children are not the pension plan. Mama and papa, put on where you can put on for yourself and try your best. Only need little help. You cannot expect that your children are going to prosper in life and do good things in life and have better for their family in life if you sit down and determine that you want 40 years of hard work and sacrifice out of them for the next 40 years. It not work. So, you understand me? Your children are not your pension plan. They're not. No matter what you believe, no matter what you heard, no matter how you feel. But hey, if I can talk about it, that's from the story.